Hello everybody, and welcome back to the second episode of Cthulhu X and my Batman movie review series. Our Compodium. Today we are watching...
Batman 1989 by Tim Burton. Well, directed by Tim Burton. Great film. I love it a lot. I love it to bits. Haven't seen it in like 3 years. Jager, have you?
I've never seen it, no.
Well, you're in for a treat. It's a good one.
Good. I'm very excited. We shall get into the video where we will provide our thoughts, and we're going to watch the movie right now.
Okay.
See ya after this little intro. Okie dokie, we just finished watching the movie. Xavier, what are your thoughts right now?
Oh, right now? Well, I enjoyed it just as much as I did the first. Actually, I probably enjoyed it more, because last time I watched it was a while ago.
I agree.
And, I didn't pick up on as many cool little things there, and I definitely got a lot of enjoyment out of it. It was very fun. I was never bored. It is 2 hours, I believe, so it's a bit longer than you'd expect, but still, it always captures your attention. Something new always is happening, and yeah, it's good.
Yep. This was my first time watching it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Jack Nicholson was very good, and Michael Keaton was very good. There was some very good parts in it. I enjoyed the character of the Joker. He is certainly up there in my top 3 Jokers. He's probably below Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson. If we're talking about the movies, I definitely enjoyed the film, and I definitely rewatch it. We'll start getting into the little intricacies. Xavier, what did you think of the characters?
Well, so, I think Michael Keaton, before this, apart from Beetlejuice, he was basically known for sitcoms. So what they did with Batman is they basically approached every star of, like, the late 80s to be Batman, and they didn't really conclude who would be Batman. And then
Everyone's
they just found this
from the 60s.
sitcom guy from Beetlejuice, and very interesting casting. The Bruce Wayne stuff in this, it's alright. It's not really got that, like, in The Dark Knight, he always comes back and he's all bloodied and bruised, but in this, he's just kind of just a guy who goes around his cave wearing turtlenecks, and he doesn't really... so I liked all the Batman stuff. The costume is, like, aesthetically good, but it doesn't look great. And a lot of the stuff they built for Batman was cool. Like, for the belt, they actually had a belt that would, like, a system that would move around so that he could pick whatever gadget he wanted, which they don't show you, but I don't know why they bothered.
Yeah.
And the vehicles, the Batwing is...
We'll explore that but we're on the characters.
Alright, characters. Yeah, Joker, as you said, great. One of the better portrayals of the Joker. Although, not many people can, ruin the Joker, but there's a couple in there. But no, he's
not mentioning any names.
Yeah, not to name names. He's definitely really good. Brings the comics to life, and that's, apart from maybe the amount of killing in it, like, it's a very violent movie for, a superhero movie, considering what came before was, like, Superman and stuff. It's quite dark and bleak, and I think that's why the next one kind of didn't do as well financially, and they had to get a different guy to work on it, and then we got Batman Forever, which, soon we'll get to that show, but, no, it's quite good, the Joker. All the other characters are all just kind of minor characters. No, it's not Bullock. Bullock's not in it.
It's Eckhart, I think.
Eckhart, yeah. He's a big guy. James Gordon is a big guy. They're all large cops, which, don't know how I feel about that. But yeah, no, it's good. Love interest is serviceable. Doesn't really do too much. Vicky Vale. It's more about just the Batman versus the Joker. It's not really about the side characters. But yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed it. All the characters were good. How about you?
Yeah, no, I liked most of the characters. These films sort of do well with characters, because they sort of got they sort of don't have to do much with them. They've sort of got like 20 years of comics behind them, so they don't need to
But one of my
create character arcs.
Yeah, one of my favourite things about this film is that Tim Burton just doesn't really follow the source material. And I know people would find it would get angry by it.
I know.
But
I do like.
I just like how he.
We'll move on to Tim Burton as a director. I love Gotham. Got the way it only showed up in like one scene right at the start, like the actual silhouette of the city, but it was beautiful.
Yeah,
and the castle, Wayne Manor, basically Wayne Castle, that was really cool. But on Tim Burton's directing style, I like how he uses Batman, and it's so Tim Burton-esque, sort of horror, sort of scary thing. Like everyone at the start believes that Batman's this magical dude who can't die,
which I definitely like that.
Yeah,
Tim Burton for me. His visuals are like incredible, as I said, but he's not as much of a story director, which doesn't really show in this because this is such a tight script. But the cracks start to show in the next one.
I think Tim Burton's he's a good director for the character of Batman.
Yeah.
Like it sort of suits him really well. Like this dark bloke who. You know,
it would have been such a bizarre choice back then to choose Tim Burton.
It would have. That's what I was thinking.
It worked out so well.
Definitely. This is one of the better Batman movies. Definitely, it's in there.
Up there.
It's definitely up there. No, but I think Tim Burton's a very good director, and I think his vision for the movie was good. Obviously, it starts to drop off later on, but it's sort of. We'll go.
And they
go back.
They sort of took inspiration from Gotham and the animated series and stuff. Sort of took inspiration from his steampunk-esque.
Yeah, that's a good point. In the animated series, they used Tim Burton's sort of idea that instead of writing their little pictures in the background on white paper and drawing them on, they used black paper to make Gotham look like Tim Burton's Gotham. What do you think of the cast, Zave?
Well, I've already said Jack Nicholson was just an obvious choice. He was in The Shining before this, I believe.
Cuckoo's Nest.
Cuckoo's Nest, which just basically Joker movie. No, they're not.
Yeah,
but yeah, no.
Pretty much.
You see his his acting.
Yeah.
And that he was an obvious choice, and he did great as the Joker. I can understand if he's your favourite, but personally Heath Ledger for me. But still.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Nothing. Well, we're Australian. We're sort of a little bit biased, and a little bit, not too much. It was still a stellar performance.
Yeah.
I mean,
the bias has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, we'll touch on.
Great.
We'll touch on this in later episodes, but nothing really compares to Heath Ledger's Joker.
No,
there wasn't much method acting in Jack Nicholson's performance, which is a credit to him because he still pulled it off very well.
Yeah, he's great.
I liked Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent.
Yeah,
I know that's maybe just coming from a Star Wars fan's perspective.
That is true. Yeah,
I still love him.
He would have made a good Two-Face, I feel. But, it wasn't to be.
And everyone complains these days about they're putting black people in white people's roles. This is a movie where that was done really well. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
as long as the character's good, who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't even.
Honestly, but if the character's bad, then you can still hate on the character. But Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent, he criminally underused in the next film. He should have been Two-Face. He doesn't do literally anything.
It's kind of sad. He could have been an interesting Two-Face.
One of my only criticisms with the film, in regards to characters, is Jim Gordon. I think, I don't know, these sorts of films tend to portray cops as babbling idiots when, Jim Gordon in shows like Gotham, obviously it came afterwards, but, you can really do a cop well. Even Harvey Bullock, he's supposed to be a stupid character in the comics, and then Gotham turned him into a reasonably cool. Yeah. Yeah. Whereas all the cops in this are big fat idiots.
I don't think that's the point. I think it's Batman's story. It's how he defeated crime.
But Gordon's supposed to be best mates with Batman and saying
yeah, which is a good dynamic, but apparently no.
Yeah, not for Tim Burton, but I don't really care. I'm not going to go into the film and say, Jim Gordon, he sucks, I hate this film. It's not the same as the comics.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It is, I think, probably the thing that elevates this movie the most for me, apart from Jack Nicholson's Joker and the actual,
set design
and stuff, which I love. All of the rooms and stuff look immaculate. is probably the soundtrack by Danny Elfman. It's just wonderful. Like, if the movie had generic soundtrack, it would not work half as well. The soundtrack...
Elfman's just incredibly talented with stuff like this.
Yeah, the Batman soundtrack is probably one of the... And, again, this is coming from someone who played the Lego game first.
I watched this film and the first thing I thought was, oh, they stole the Lego Batman theme!
Yeah, no, but it's just a great theme. Probably the best Batman theme out there.
The thing is, Batman films never really have good scores, except Nelson Riddle's in the 60s was okay. But, like... most of them are just like no-name composers. Like like Danny Elfman's like a John Williams.
Yeah, I don't mind the music in Dark Knight, but Danny Elfman, it doesn't compare.
No,
really. It's not nearly as iconic.
Yeah, no, it's like we'll talk about the stuff you were edging into before, the vehicles and stuff. Me personally, my favorite sort of thing was the Batmobile. I thought that was really cool.
The Batmobiles are great. Like
coming from the stupid 60s one, like that Batmobile was awesome.
It's got like tinges of the 60s and also the comics, but it fits in with the world well. It's probably one of the best Batmobile. Well,
I think it's Bale's Batman.
But that's barely a Batmobile.
It's not even. It's just a black car. Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, yeah, I think it is the best Batmobile. Yeah. And the Batwing is just...
The Batwing's sick.
Like a great design.
They're still using that design today.
Exactly. Why would you change it? It is literally perfect.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I just liked the dark and broody sets, like Axis Chemicals and Ace Chemicals ripoff. I don't know. I don't know why they did that. What's wrong with Ace Chemicals?
Because I think Tim Burton just wanted to piss off you in particular.
He just saw me
40 years after the movie came out.
Yeah, he just wanted to piss me off. No, but I like the Batman 1989 suit. I like it. I like the yellow insignia.
Yeah. It looks a bit silly, and he can't even move his head. Like, he has to turn his whole, but he has to pivot.
If they did that specific design better, that would look really cool.
Yeah.
Like, it still looks cool, but like, you see
cool.
him move in and he's like, he can't move or anything.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but, no, the car...
How do you feel, gadget-wise about...
I think Batman films always do well with gadgets. They're pretty much all the same, except... you might touch on this, but like the groundbreaking grappling hooks.
Yeah, which is just like a staple of Batman, especially in the Arkham game series. He always uses the grapple hook, and I didn't know this, but the steam-powered grapple hook was invented in this movie. I didn't know this until this viewing. Yeah. And so before that, I found this out from the 60s movie. Before that, he would just throw a batarang up, hope that it like lands on the roof, and then just climb up there.
Yeah.
Which not nearly as cool.
After this movie, the first issue of Batman where he used an actual grappling hook was created. So Batman didn't start using grappling hooks that we know he uses to this day after this movie. So it was groundbreaking for the actual character of Batman too. Now this movie was controversial in the way that they didn't... All of them did, because DC stuffed over... I'm actually having a mental blank on his name, but the dude who actually invented Batman never gets credited.
The fact that we can't remember his name is a massive disservice to him.
I know.
But yeah, this was before they started, crediting the real creator of Batman,
Yeah, what do you think story-wise?
Story-wise? It's very simple. It's just kind of Joker takes over the mob. No, so Joker becomes the Joker, takes over the mob, rises to power, and then all his schemes and how Batman has to stop them. It's simple, it's effective though. Never gets boring. It's always entertaining, constantly, and I don't mind it.
I actually liked the character of Jack Napier. I think I like the Joker's mysteriousness, like how we don't know who he is, but we know, now that we know, this isn't a genuine backstory of the Joker, I like mob boss Joker. I think that's cool.
He is good. And I think the reason, because Tim Burton thought this would be a standalone Batman film, he wasn't expecting sequels, so he made Jack the killer of Batman's parents, which all ties up nicely at the end, so instead of having this just overarching story, it's a lot more self-contained. I like the guy who kills his parents, that Jack. I'm not sure what the actor's called, I don't know if he was in anything
he's got
else,
a smile
but
that's
he is
chilling.
just a horrifying man.
Yeah. I bet she's a really nice bloke, but I'd never talk to him.
But he's such a scary looking guy.
Oh,
he would
that
make
smile.
a great Joker.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to have like acting talent. He would make a good Joker.
Yeah, he just has to smile and everyone would just crap themselves.
Oh god, he's terrifying.
Yeah. No, but I just think Jack, like, I don't know, I just thought that was cool, because we sort of get an exploration into the Joker's backstory in The Killing Joke, but then that's sort of retconned out when he starts telling different interpretations, and we sort of get it in The Dark Knight. We sort of understand that Joker's sort of from a military background, and his father was a bad person, so, but never this fully fledged out story from Joker crime lord to Joker crime lord, like, well, Xavier, we've been having a thorough discussion here, and we might have to move on to our rating system. Now, I explained what we were rating at it last time. You go this time.
Alright, so it was a toss-up between two. One of them was going to be, what was it, Mookie's, I think.
Mookie's out of 10.
There's that one throwaway line. Jack Nicholson goes,
I'm of a mind, make some Mookie.
yeah, which is just perfect. That confused a few people back in the day. Or, and this is our final ranking system, rubbed rhubarbs, as he says.
Never rub another man's rhubarb.
Yeah, so we're going to do rubbed rhubarbs out of 10.
Yeah, never rub another man's rhubarb.
Oh, don't rub another man's rhubarb.
Alright, so Xavier, what do you rate out of rubbed rhubarbs out of 10?
Well,
Batman 1989.
Batman, Tim Burton's Batman, 1989, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10 rubbed rhubarbs. It's a great, solid Batman film. Really just groundbreaking in terms of superhero movies. Just darker than they'd ever been before. And it's just a solid motion picture. And I enjoyed it a lot.
True. Yep, I agree. I think it was great. I think, groundbreaking is the word. I definitely enjoyed it. I'd give it 7 rubbed rhubarbs out of 10. I think it sits nicely to 7 or 8. In conclusion, a great film, great characters.
One of the better Batman
movies. Great Joker. Yeah. Sort of every sort of checkbox you want for a good Batman film, it sort of ticks.
Yeah.
Whether it ticks in the high standard or it ticks in the good, it still ticks all the boxes, which is not something all Batman films can say. So, I think we better wrap it up. Any final comments from you, Zave?
No final comments, but I'm looking forward to Batman Returns.
Yes, we're getting closer and closer to Catwoman, aren't we?
He kills a lot of people in this movie, like...
Really?
Yes, and not even, like, subtle about it.
See, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any of the Batman films up to Batman Begins.
Yeah, which I haven't seen, so...
Right.
Oh, have you not seen Batman Forever?
No.
Or Batman and Robin?
No. Oh, I've seen Batman and Robin on 9 Go once.
I was going to say, you're into a damn treat with that one. Ugh.
Alright, we'll get into a bit of an outro. Alright, Xavier, thank you for coming for our second Batman movie review, Batman 1989. Make sure to subscribe to Cthulhu X. The link will be in the top right of your screen right now. Make sure to go and watch our last review of Batman 1966 with Adam West. That was a very thorough review there, and we rated it out of, you guessed it, shark repellent cans.
Yeah.
Join us next time as we review, what is it? Batman
Returns.
Batman Returns for a bloody and disgusting murder spree.
Yes.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to check out my latest videos, which will be in the end card. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.
Good night.
Cheers.